Okay, so our first one, the conversion in disguise here, what we're going to do is you have to, if you have separate, right? What we just said is that if you have pounds and kilograms and you are asked which is more, you have to change one to be the other. So I'm just going to pick the first one, 500 pounds. And I'm going to change that to kilograms by using my conversion chart. So right here, here's the conversion. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 blah, blah, blah pounds. So start out like this. 500 pounds. And that's it. We only are converting 1 unit. So what do I put that over then? Over 1. Okay? If there are 2 units, there'll be another one. There'll be a rate. There'll be another one underneath it. And we're going to multiply that now by our conversion right here. Okay? So we're going to times it. Where, before I put in any numbers, where should the unit pounds go to cancel it out? Go ahead. Yeah, bottom. And we're trying to change it to kilograms on the top. So 1 kilogram, and I'm going to write this number down here because it's kind of a big number, is 2.2062262 pounds, right? Okay, so that cancels out pounds, and now what we're going to do is we multiply across. 500 times 1 is 500, right? And then 1 times 2.204 blah, blah, blah is 2.204622262. And what do we do at the end to convert it then? What do we do, Angel? Divide. Okay, so you're going to want to do this in a calculator. Go ahead and do that now. And I need somebody to give me that division answer. A second. And I'm going to move this over because then I can get all this on screen. Okay, raise your hand if you've got the division. Round it to the nearest tenth for me so that we can do this. And remember, now we're going to get our answer in kilograms here. Okay, so 500, divide that by the 2.204 decimal. Go ahead, Bonnie, what do you got? 226.8 kilograms is our answer. So now to answer the question, which weighs more, 500 pounds or 200 kilograms? It's the 5. We just converted the 500 pounds. That's 226.8 kilograms. So our answer is 500 pounds is more, right? Is greater than 200 kilograms. And here's our reason why. Because 500 pounds is really 226.8 kilograms. Does that make sense? So that's a conversion in disguise, kind of. All right, let's do another one. So the second one I put up here today is, which is longer, 4,000 feet or 1 kilometer? And so you really, now that I've set it up, you probably have a good idea of how to set this one up. So let's do the work on the side here. I will. All right. So raise your hand if you can tell me what you think I do first. What one do you want to convert? Speciosa, go. 4,000 feet, you mean? Yeah. Okay, so I'll start with 4,000 feet. And what do I put it over? A 1. And now I need a fraction to multiply it by, my conversion fraction. So what are the units? Don't worry about the numbers. What are the units that go on the top and bottom of the fraction? Cameron, go ahead. Kilometers on the top or bottom? And feet on the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so now you look at your chart, right? Your conversion chart. So if you're looking for that, you're looking for kilometers and feet, right? So that's a length. So you look under length and you're trying to find kilometers to feet. And we don't have kilometers to feet, do we? All right, let's see. What do we have? So just a second. Kilometers, do we have meters to feet out here? So we have meters to feet, don't we? So in a second now, let's do this. If we don't have it, let's change it to meters first. Okay? So we'll start by changing this to meters. So I'll put this on here. So according to our chart, it says 1 meter equals, and I'm going to, again, have to write this underneath here, 3.2808939895 feet, right? Now, I canceled out feet, but I need kilometers, don't I? I don't have kilometers yet, do I? So I can do one more. So I don't want meters anymore. Where does it need to go? Bottom. What do I want? So let's put that on the top. Now, this is something that I want you to write in your notes and implant in your brain. Kilo means how many? 1,000. So meters to kilometers is 1,000. Liters to kiloliters. Some of you had that on homework last night. 1,000, right? 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. Kilo is going to give you 1,000 of your basic unit. All right, let's go. Multiply across. 4,000 times 1 is that easy peasy there. All right. 1 times our 3.2808 blah 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 times 1,000. There are 3 zeros here, right? So you can multiply it in your calculator, or you can just move that decimal back 3 spots. So that should be 3,280.839. Sorry, that's really hard to read. 839,895. Pretend that's all together. Sorry about that. We can't round it till the end. Okay? Do not round in the middle of doing the work. You round at the end. If you round in the middle, you will get the wrong answer. Okay? Do not round in the middle. All right, now divide this. 4,000 divided by 3,280.8939895 equals, raise your hand when you get it. Somebody else is going to do it this time because somebody just did it. Carla, go. Now you can round. And now we're in kilometers, aren't we? Okay, so let's answer the question. What is longer? 4,000 feet, which is 1,219.2 kilometers, or 1 kilometer? 4,000 feet, right? Yeah, that is the wrong answer. I'm looking at that now, and that has got to be off. Yeah, you forgot to, you got too many zeros in there, don't we? It should be 1 point. That should have been way closer. 2,192, right? Kilometers. But even so, right? Which is greater? 4,000 feet then? Yeah. By a little bit, not that much, right? So the 4,000 feet is greater. Careful when you're, that just goes to show you got to be careful when you're typing in. The decimal point has to be in the right spot or you're going to get a wrong answer there, okay? All right, good. So there's that one. And we'll practice some more if you're not understanding that. Let's do the next one. So the next one, these are not conversions in disguise. This has different words, okay? Find each unit rate. Unit rate. And so you got to know the vocabulary here to know how to do this. And it's in your notes, but let's just make sure, again, this is going to come up again and again and again. Unit rate means you're trying to figure out for one. So 4 pounds of peppers cost $7.56. So we're trying to figure out, what if you only wanted to buy 1 pound of peppers? What does it cost? Right? So think about that logically. What do you do to figure it out for one? divide. That's what it means. Anytime you see the word unit, that means we're figuring it out for one. So we're going to divide that. Do I do 4 divided by $7.56 or the other way around? Yeah, so $7.56 divided by 4 pounds, right? Equals, how much are we getting per 1 pound? What'd you get? 829? $1.89 per 1 pound per pound. So that's how much, if you were going to buy 1 pound, that's what you would get. So that's the answer to A. Now this is similar to traveling and things like this. If you travel 348 miles in 6 hours, right? Unit rate is how much then did you travel in 1 hour then? So what do you do? What do you do? Yep. 348 you mean? 348. Did you do it already? $348 miles divided by 6 hours. What'd you get? 58. And now we're getting our unit as miles per what? Per hour. So that person is traveling. You can get their speed really there, can't you? They're traveling at 58 miles per hour. Pretty nice. Okay, good. So last but not least now, this is a conversion not in disguise. This is a conversion that's saying, okay, convert. And so that one is straight out, only this one is a multi-step right away. How do we know it's a multi-step? Convert 62 yards per hour to inches per day. How do I know I'm going to have more than one unit conversion in this one? Speciosa, how do I know? That's exactly right. It is telling you literally you got to make yards into inches and hours into days. So that's 2 things. So let's do it. Let's start with 62 yards over what? 1 hour. Good. All right, let's start our first conversion. So again, I like to go top to bottom. So I'm going to start with yards and getting rid of it. So what units are going to go on the top and the bottom of my next conversion fraction? Alex, tell me. Where does yards go on my next fraction? Okay, and what are we converting it to? That's got to go on the top. And it tells you right here, yards to inches. Okay, so you're going to get your conversion chart out and you're going to look at it and you're going to go, okay, this is in a length, right? Do we have a yards and inches situation? But we have 1 yard equals 3 feet. In your brain, do you know how many inches are in 3 feet? How many? There are 12 inches per foot, right? So how many are in 3 feet? 36. So you could do more conversions, but some that are easy like that, make sure that you're just going, okay, 36 inches, right, is 1 yard. If you wanted to add that to your conversion chart, go ahead. All right, we got to do the next one. We're good on yards to inches, but now we got to get rid of hours and change it to days. Where does each one go? Go, Cameron. Hours goes on top, days goes on the bottom, because hours started on the bottom, right? So the opposite would be to put it on the top. All right. What's the conversion for hours to days? 24 hours is 1 day. Okay, let's go. We need some multiplication for the top. 62 times 36 times 24 gives you how many, Carla? Go ahead. Louder. Okay, 53,568. What's our unit on the top? Inches. See how it's just left on the top? Over what on the bottom? 1 day. All right. And so if you divide that, you literally get 53,568 inches per day. Okay. That's a good little review lesson today. All right.